Welcome to Let's Break Serpent Isle. In the last two episodes, we used bread to get into places we shouldn't, stole things from the Dream Realm, and drew first blood from the game engine. Now, having corrupted the trial in Moonshade, we're going to arrange a trial in Fawn, so we can destroy that one too. Head off to Fawn and go in. When Ruggs appears, agree and take the letter. As soon as you cross the drawbridge, head to Alisand's shop as fast as possible. As the loot appears, dive into Alisand's basement. From underground, the lightning flashes and all these people appear out of nowhere to hear Yolo's early morning singing song. Find Ruggs and talk to him. Do the letter thing, then unlock the jail so you can commit crimes with impunity. Talk to Delin and then to Alisand about the ring and join her cause to overthrow the corrupt government and replace it with a true communist state. The Seneschal should now follow you around. He'll go almost anywhere with you if you're patient enough. Lead him on a merry chase over the vales and hills. When you get bored or he panics and tries to escape, ask for an audience with Lady Yolinda and accuse him of following you. Go back to Fawn and talk to Garth. After you have spoken to enough people, there should be an attempt on your life. Try to get the assassin to shoot some of the Fawn residents by hiding behind them. When you get bored, smash him with Death Vortex or Mind Blast. You should now get a summons to see Lady Yolinda. Talk to her and get bollocked. Go to the trial. Do what thou wilt. During recess, talk to Alisand again and get the key. Now, break into the Oracle Control Center and kill the guy you find there. Reboot the Oracle server and write an SQL query to make it say that Dupre is innocent and the trial is a sham. It is tempting to set the Oracle to say that Dupre is guilty, but we are going to do something infinitely worse. Leave Fawn via the Serpent Gate in the palace. There is a brown key in the northeast wing, and the door is in Yolinda's throne room. Beam off to Monitor and then to Spinebreaker via the Cow Place south of the Bull. You'll need Vasculio's key. If you head immediately north from the Skull Crusher exit cave, you should eventually find an illusory mountain wall leading to Silverpate's treasure. Stop off here to grab the Blackrock Serpent among the loot. Now, head towards the extreme northeast of the map. There should be a single cave of mud which seems to go nowhere. Enter it and look for secret passages. The correct cave has an illusory wall leading to a chamber with lots of dead stuff. Head southeast. If you get accosted by the Great White Kitties, mass sleep can be very useful. Kill the gazers, or disarm them using Vibrate, and open the door you come to. This will appear as a black strip that is labelled Door. Open this with the keyring. This is the delivery entrance to the Shrine of Order. Head east and go to the Wall of Light's chamber. Selena should appear. Hit B and cast Mass Death. They won't stand a chance. Now, take the scroll from her body and transcribe it. If you engage Selena in regular combat, note that Selena will not die unless all the Cyclopes she creates have been killed. If one of them retreats into a corner and is ignored, you can hack and slash away at her until the floor is red with blood to no avail. Go past, and Thoxa should bring Dupre to you by some kind of astral travel. Go forward carefully until your followers say, "We must hurry." Ask all your followers to leave, but be careful of Chamino. As soon as you talk to him, he gives you some earrings which allow you to hear the wisdom of the Great Balanced Serpent. We do not want to hear this drivel, so as soon as the conversation ends, hit I quickly and slam those earrings to the ground as fast as you can. Now go forward to Batlin, and all hell breaks loose.
The gate of the Black Galaxy stands open. What lone shadowed powers of the Elder Dark have our conjurings loosed? Torrents of blood, the crystalline walls run red.
In spite of the banes, your followers should still be there. Get them back to the party, take Batlin's teeth and the Blackrock Serpent, and head to the encampment just outside Fawn. Find a bed and sleep in it so one day has passed. Make sure it is afternoon. Now save and head back to the trial. The people of Fawn are now in a Schrodinger's cat-like state, being neither alive nor dead, but somewhere in between until they are observed. In practice, this means that they are alive until you see them, at which point they will suddenly drop stone dead before your eyes. For this reason, you must take great care that you don't see anyone on the way to the trial, as the game will not be happy if it has to summon a corpse to the proceedings. It is probably best to save before you enter Fawn and reload if you see anyone croak on the way in. A good tactic seems to be to keep to the right edge of the map as much as possible and follow the right edge of Fawn, i.e. anti-clockwise, until you get near the temple. This seems to keep you out of the way of critical people such as Jorin and Alisand, and you should be able to get through the trial without the game crashing. The trial should now proceed as normal, unless a critical person has been observed and thence fallen dead. Lady Yolinda presides, minus her skin, although somehow this doesn't make any difference to her portrait. Once the trial is concluded, she goes completely insane if you speak to her. Give Yolinda the Comb of Beauty, then make your way carefully to the Fawn treasure chamber, then the Serpent Gate. You may notice that the game is now spitting teeth. Jorin and company are not quite dead, and the game will be interrupted by error messages as you move around the town. In the Fawn treasure chamber, nick the serpent armour and anything else you fancy. There is a fourth infinity bow. Now go back to Sunrise Isle again via the gate beneath the palace. Cross the Bridge of Fire once more. Now we are going to wrestle with the Great Serpent of Balance and steal one of his eyes. Go up to the teleporter. Make sure the staff, crown and armour are in your backpack, i.e. that you are not wearing them. There are a couple of other problems as well, but without the earrings we won't know what they are. Go through to the altar. Red stuff will appear as the Great Serpent demonstrates his displeasure at the lack of serpent tat by banishing you from his innermost sanctum. Quickly, put the 3 serpent knickknacks, the staff, the crown and armour, on the altar. This may take more than one go. Keep going back through the teleporter until all are in place. As soon as this is done, some very interesting things take place. You may black out a couple of times, keep disappearing, and you will likely see a lot of green magical fluff. The Great Earth Serpent is not a happy bunny. If all has gone well, you should have not 1, but 2 sets of serpent knickknacks in your bag. Go through the teleporter once more, and you may even find a 3rd set of kit, plus the eye. Take the eye and all the kit. You will be teleported out. Now go back in and stand before the altar. Clear the candles off the table and place a suit of serpent armour on it. As soon as the purple floss appears, press I and place another suit of armour on top. They will stack. Again, press I quickly to pause the game. Now, place 2 serpent staves upon the table. Place a crown on the table and pause with I once more. You may need fast reflexes for this one. Assuming you make it, place a second crown on the table and the ritual will continue. You will end up by the doors. Run through. This may not be necessary but seems to help, and you should black out again. You should find that another set of equipment has been created. Keep doing this to get as much kit as you want. It may amuse you to address the entire party as Great Hierophants. Now go through the doors and cross the bridge. You should get a personal call from the Order Serpent, voiced by Phil Sulak, the lead programmer.
Dost thou think thou canst chain the Serpent of Order within a prison of balance? Never! Servants of Order, attack!
Destroy the Servants of Order with mass death. Say hi to the Balanced Serpent, dump the eye and head back out. On the pedestals nearby are scrolls containing some of the game's most powerful spells. Transcribe any you haven't already picked up. There's also a 5th Infinity Bow. Pocket the Serpent Bond scroll, we will need this later, and return to the foyer. There you must burn the avatar as an offering to the gods. You will probably appear in the icy wastes of hell. Find your bridge to Vasculio's house and go back to the Serpent Gate nearby. On the way, use the flux analyzer on the Black Sword to perform a quick botch repair, then throw the analyzer away. Via the gate, head back to one of the Order temples and find your way back to the Shrine of Order via the back route. In the Wall of Lights chamber, find the powder room and take 4 kegs. Now head back to the nearest temple and beam yourself to the northern forest. In the forest, go south to the castle of the White Dragon. Go inside and open the double door, then save. First, try the simple approach. Place 1 keg of powder against the door and cast Explode on the keg. The combined force should take down the door. If it doesn't, reload and try again. Hopefully you should now be inside. Take down all the doors that stand between you and the Banes. By the Hall of the Banes, go into the torture chamber first. There is a healing fountain. Top yourself up. Lead your followers around the edge of the room to avoid the traps and then trigger the script which causes the Banes to attack. Lead them round to the door and try to get it so that only one comes round into your area. Kill it with the Black Sword and top yourself up with the fountain. Save as necessary and kill them all one by one. Note that when a Bane dies, the corresponding party member will also die and the 2 coalesce into a single corpse. When all 3 Banes are dead, use the hourglass. Dupre, Chaminot and Yolo will spring back to life and join your party. When you talk to them, they rave and gibber, but they seem quite content to follow you around. Find the nearest Serpent Gate and beam off to Monk Isle. Grab 6 buckets and then go to the Temple of Logic. Negotiate the ice maze, ignoring everything else, and go through the teleporter. The sequence is red, yellow, blue, red, white. Now start a translation service and spell the word "be cow" on the floor. For some reason the doors now spring open. Now you must use your powers of logic and reasoning. You are in a room with 6 automata. Only one of them has the key that you need. What is the least number of automata that you will need to kill to be certain of getting the key? Get all the automata on the screen and cast Mass Death. Sift through the pieces until you find the key. Open the western door and ignore the Ponzi logic puzzle. Just cast Dispel Field. Now pocket the key, take the waters of logic. Do not pour them on YOLO or anyone else. Put the bucket in someone's backpack. Now leave, and on your way back, find and repair automaton number 7, who is somewhere in the maze. He'll tell you that one of the other automata must be stopped. Well, we've certainly done that. That's our good deed for the month done, so head back to the gate. Now, go to the Temple of Ethicality. Move the Ring of Shal and your spellbook to one of your followers, and then use the Serpent Bond scroll that you took from Sunrise Isle. Now that you're a snake, meditate on the mat. Answer the questions, and you'll get let loose on the practical test. Hang around until you become human again and your followers arrive. Attack the chest as a snake if you like, it's fun to watch. Get your spellbook and ring back and enter the central chamber. Cast Mass Death to kill the man you're supposed to save and use telekinesis to push the button. The educator will congratulate you. In the second test, just put all your gold, but not your followers' gold, onto the pedestal. If you brought the chest from the first test with you, put that on the pedestal too for kicks. Press the button. As soon as you arrive in the third test, press B and consider your options. Mass Death is fun, and a stack of gunpowder doubly so, but you run the risk of spending eternity in the test of ethicality as only Batlin can release you. Instead, send him to sleep and carry on as normal. It may help if you have a blooding device to bleed yourself about 6 times. Once the test is completed, go upstairs and get some water of ethicality. Again, take care not to get any on you or your followers. Sadly, that's all we have time for right now. In the final episode, we'll be vandalising the remaining tests, saving what's left of the world, and demonstrating how to steal the Ophidian sword from the Dream Realm. See you then, and thanks for watching. Pocket the Serpent Bold scroll. Pocket the Serpent Bond scroll. Dive into Alisand's basement. From underground, the lightning flashes, and all these people appear out of nowhere to hear Iolo's early morning. And all these people appear out of nowhere to hear Iolo's early morning singing song. As soon as you talk to him, he gives you some earrings which allow us to hear the great wisdom. As soon as you talk to him, he gives you some earrings which allow you to hear the wisdom of the Great Balanced Serpent. If you engage Selena in regular combat, note that Selena will not die. Now continue to the area marked previously. Now continue to the area marked on the map